Oh, wait, time out. You know what? Cyrus had a little Twitter thing with Eric Bischoff this week. Did you see that?
No. Can you read it?
Cyrus, I don't know the exact quotes, but Cyrus basically was espousing that the concept of the cool heel is kind of outdated, right?
Don Callis. Wait, I'm going to look for him while you're saying this, see if I can find it. What is he, under Halliburton Cowboy or something like that?
Yes.
What is it?
Super elitist.
Super elitist.
Oh, he changed it.
Yes, super elitist.
And I like this at Cyrus over huge.
Yeah. They created was discussing about this. The cool heel in wrestling is kind of outdated, right. And we talked about it on Russo show actually too. Is that I think that's I don't think the cool heel is outdated. I just don't think there's any cool guys playing heels right now that know how to do it.
Right.
You know, back then, like a cool heel is you got to live the gimmick. You kind of got to be cool. Like you can be a cool heel and get heat if you know how to do it. And the main thing you have to do is if you're a cool heel, the words that come out of your mouth have to be strong enough that the people are convinced. Like Ric Flair was a cool heel. You know what I'm saying? You know, Scott Hall was a cool heel. You know what I'm saying? But they can cut the promos like it. Like a lot of guys these days, you're not believing what they say. You know what I'm saying? But bro, Conan, you're in wrestling. You work for a lot of promotions. Like wrestlers today are kind of they're different. They're a different animal. Right. You know, they play a lot of video games and stuff. That they're kind of a lot of them are sort of introverted a little bit. You know, they're not kind of like as outgoing.
Well, the main thing that I see from when I broke into the business, and even like when I was in WCW and now, is just it's a way younger crew. Like when I went into the dressing rooms in Mexico and in WCW, right, and at WCW. Guys had been basically what they did. Guys had been in territories for like 8 to 10 years, and then the promoters would pick like the best guys from the territories and bring them into their promotion, and they didn't have to be taught anything. You know what I'm saying? They already knew how to work. You know what I'm saying? And now what it is like a bunch of young guys that have been in the indie scene 1 or 2 years or 3 years, and bro, there's just no way. I remember one time when I was like a humongous name in Mexico. And I'd only been in the business, and of course, I was very rare because my career started off like on top. I never really had to work from my way from the bottom, but I'd been in the business maybe 4 or 5 years, and I thought I knew it all. And I remember Chavo Guerrero Sr., Eddie's older brother, Chavito's dad, was sitting with me in a bar, and he goes, "Man, you don't really learn anything about this business until you're like 10 years in. I thought I knew it all." And I was thinking to myself, I already know everything there is to know about this business. And I was absolutely wrong. It took me around 10 or 11 years to really know what I was doing. I don't care what anybody says. It's an art. It's hard to learn. There's so many things that come with it, you know, from fundamentals, the nuances, to just X factor. And one of the biggest, and one of the reasons I knew I didn't know what was going on is when I came to United States, bro, I had no clue really what good psychology was, really how to properly sell, just a lot of shit that the United States taught me. And then I really felt like a jackass. And I remember Eddie used to tell me this all the time. He used to say, "Conan, you need to learn how to work a match in the ring." And I used to think to myself, for what? That's why we go into the locker room for when we put over a match. And I found out the hard way, bro. I went to Puerto Rico and they had separate dressing rooms. And I was like, "Well, what am I supposed to do now?" And they go, "Well, here's your finish." That was it. I was so lost. And so anyways, it takes about 10 years. And so these kids, they come in, they've been in the business a couple of years and they already want to be a star and they haven't put in the time. You just can't have 1 or 2 years learning how to play basketball. Now you want to go play for the Boston Celtics because this is pro wrestling. So now you're a professional, but because you've been around too. So a lot of them don't have a lot of experience like they did back then. It's a way younger crowd. Even when I went to, somebody was asking me about what I thought about reporters nowadays when I did this press conference on Tuesday. And that was another thing. When I broke in, all the reporters were kind of like older guys, crusty, that had been around for a while, following boxing and wrestling and really knew their shit. And now it's just a whole bunch of young fanboys. You know, they're all real young. You know, they all got the little metrosexual look going with the same little haircut, but they're all super respectful. But yeah, it's just like a younger crowd now in wrestling, you know, from everything, from the journalists to the people, you know, the wrestlers themselves. It's just like a way younger crowd.
Yeah. Did you find the tweets?
No, I can't find them. I'm on the super elitist Twitter, and I don't see nothing between him and Bischoff. How long ago was it?
A couple days. Yeah. God, these guys tweet a lot. Jesus.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking for it.
It was like dead silent. I know if we got cut off.
Well, he's saying that he was going to look for it.
I'm looking at Bischoff's now. He does tweet a lot, so I'm only like 9 hours back. I've been scrolling.
I'm on Don Callis, who doesn't tweet that much, but
tweets and replies. Because he replied.
Tweets and replies. Does this have heat with you? Di, he tweeted, "Can't wait to get to Osaka and hang out with at Kenny Omega Man X, and then hashtag Winnipeg Biz."
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Love at Eric Bischoff, but tough to debate my frankly massive intellectual MBA university professor, international businessman, also the invisible hand of wrestling. Hashtag manipulates everything. Manipulate everything.
Yeah, very. And the original. Here's what it was. NWO Wolfpack TV tweeted, "Loved Eric Bischoff response." Okay, because it was on the podcast, the 83 Weeks podcast. Loved Eric Bischoff response to Cyrus over huge criticism of cool heels in 83 Weeks. In my opinion, if babyfaces can't get over against cool heels because they're lame. Pro Sting, Goldberg, Austin, Rock weren't lame. Why beat babyfaces then and now make me want to vomit and beat shit out of them? Then Super Elitist replied, "Love Eric Bischoff, but tough to debate my frankly massive intellect. MBA, university professor, international businessman, also the invisible hand of wrestling. I manipulate everything." So whatever. He's on the list.
So what had Bischoff said?
I don't know. I didn't listen to the podcast. I'll listen to it.
Well, this guy puts the music together for it. Jojo, did you hear it?
Yeah, it was that. I think Eric misunderstood something. They went from talking about the NWO to talking about Don saying that cool heels don't work, but Eric thought he was talking specifically about him, and it was just kind of. I think he was just confused as to who said what, but that's all it was. Eric was saying, "All right, you don't agree with cool heels, but look at all the success that the NWO had and all the merch they sold and stuff like that."
Yeah.
Well, just bro. Everybody, if it's a TV show, if everybody plays the role very well, a cool heel can get over as a heel against a good babyface. If everybody knows what they're doing, it's not rocket science. It's just a lot of guys just don't know how to do it. Here's the thing: a lot of heels try to be cool heels, but they just end up getting cheered. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. That's the problem. Being a cool heel, you can be cool because this is what I explained to Vince. Okay. I was talking about the show. The LA douchebag is like a heel. Like if you go to LA, there's a Huntington Beach. There's a lot of people that you look at kind of describe like the LA douchebags. They're kind of like rich boys. They got a bunch of tattoos. They're kind of fake tough guys. They're very condescending when they talk to you and stuff and everything. But these are the type of people that party a lot, have hot chicks, and stuff. But overall, they're pretty much despised by people.
How about the Vegas strip club douchebag? Nothing.
What do you find?
All right.
That's a cheap. Okay.